today I decided I'm going to do another organization video. This time it's going to be for my desk behind me. My desk is kind of just getting out of hand with like random things, and I wanted to make it nicer and make it feel more like a studio space rather than just like a desk working space. So I recently went thrifting and I got a couple of items to try and make it feel a little more cozy and like nice, I guess. As you saw at the start, there's like a lot of cables underneath. So I definitely want to clean up the silhouette of the desk, and I also want to clean up just the surface of the desk to make it feel nicer. So I think my strategy is going to be first to tackle the silhouette and make that cleaner. And then after that, I'm going to move on to like some of the lighting pieces, as well as the like stationary stuff that I have and some of the other just like desktop stuff I have. My goal is to make it feel more cozy, kind of what I did with my bookshelves, but we'll see if I'll be able to pull it off because the desk is very huge and I have like 2 huge monitors, but I want to like not have a gamery vibe. I want it to be like more chill, cozy vibe. So we'll see if I can do it. But first, I did get a new desk organization thing. Let me show you. Okay, so I got this like rack thing, which by itself is not that aesthetic or like nice looking. I was trying to see if I could find one that was just solid. I especially dislike the mesh because the whole point of it is to like conceal the cables. So why would it be mesh? Because then you just see the cables anyways, whatever. But my goal is to like get everything that I have to fit into this so that you cannot see it when you're like inside of my apartment. So I think I'm gonna start with that because that's kind of like the big eyesore at the moment. But we'll see if I can get everything into this. So I think it's just gonna clip right onto the back. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna fit right onto it. Okay, perfect. I think this looks nice. Maybe I'll scoot it over like as far as I can go. You still see these things, which are not that nice looking, but let me tighten it and see how it looks. Okay, so I got the cords and cables all managed. I feel like the silhouette looks pretty good. I'll show you. As you can see, you can't see any of the cables. It's exactly what I wanted, so that's perfect. But the only thing is the internet box. Like the cable is like attached to the wall, so I can't move it, so whatever. You can still see that. But now that I have the foundation down to making my desk more of like a studio space, so I'm gonna start with my right side, and I wanna show you some of the items that I'm thinking I'm gonna put there. So the first item, which is kind of the foundation for that area, is this light from IKEA. It's just a little desk lamp. I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe Blaswerk, I don't know. But I'll put links down in the description for everything that I have on my desk in case anyone's interested. But I really like this light for my apartment. I'm trying to go for like a 70s vibe or like mid-century, but it's kind of like an eclectic mid-century, I would say, because this is definitely has that like feeling of mid-century, but I don't think it's exactly mid-century. Anyway, this is the foundation for this side of my desk. One of the items that I just thrifted, which I'm super happy with, is this little square vase type thing. Teleflora gift, I don't know, made in Poland. I just thought this was super cool and like fit with the vibe of my apartment really well. This like yellow mid-century color I really liked. And I've been looking for something to put my stationery stuff in, like pens, pencils and stuff. I wanted to get my stuff out of like boxes and like pencil pouches, so if I see it, I can kind of feel more inspired or more creative. So this I picked up and I really liked, so I think I'm gonna put this over here as well. And of course, to put inside of the container, I have my Copic markers, as well as just some like miscellaneous like drawing items. Definitely recommend having a white pen. You like don't know how often you are gonna need a white pen until you have one, and then you're like, wow, actually I use this all the time. So I have these, which I'm gonna put into my little yellow container. And then I also am thinking I'm gonna put this little dice pouch that I have, which was made for me. And the reason I have a dice pouch is because, as you might have guessed, I'm like a little bit of a nerd by my like gamery setup. And me and my friends play Dungeons and Dragons sometimes. So I have this dice pouch, which, yeah, it's just for my dice. But I feel like it's like kind of cute because it's like the blue velvet. I don't know. I feel like it has like a cute vibe. I'm gonna put this over there as well. And then the final main item that I have is this candle by Square Trade Goods. It smells so good. It smells, I think it's called, oh yeah, it's called Stone Moss. Yeah, I just really love the scent of like the woods, especially after like rainfall or like it's kind of like damp. I know in perfumes, people, or it's called petrichor, I think, which is like the scent of after it rains, which I really like. And I'm always like on the hunt for things that kind of have that vibe. So I found this candle and I think it's like a perfect match to that vibe. So I'm also gonna put this over there. Okay, with that side of my desk done, I feel like it turned out pretty cute. Maybe not mid-century, but I feel like it still kind of has like a cozy vibe to it. Oh wait, let me turn on my light. Okay, there's the desk with the light on. Yeah, I feel like it looks like nice. I have like this light, that light. I feel like this area is turning out pretty like chill, cozy studio vibe. So the next thing I want to do is do this side of my desk, which is where I usually am like doing note taking, or that's usually where I have my iPad if I'm doing digital art or like just, like using my iPad. So these are the items I'll put over there. Okay, the first item, like I mentioned, is my iPad. I have the M4 iPad Pro, and I have the rock paper pencil screen protector on it, which I really love. And if you want to either pick up digital art or just like drawing on your iPad for fun or note taking, it's the best. It changes the feel of writing on this so well. It makes it feel like you're just using a pen on paper, which is great. So this will be the first thing that I store over there. The next thing that I usually keep on that side of my desk is this note block, which is from MD Paper, or I think the full name of this brand is Midori. I really, really love their stationery items. This is a note block, I believe 11 by 17 or close to that size, and it's grid paper. They have non-grid paper versions, which I was using for a while, but I realized I like to have the grid to kind of like align stuff and just like make it a little bit more organized. But what I really love about this is that it's glued on 3 sides. Yeah, I really like it, and I'll put that over there as well. Okay, this item, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna put over there, but I just really think it's cool. This is a plate that I thrifted along with the yellow glass container, but I just thought this plate would look really good with like all the red that I have going on, as well as the off-white on it. So I just thought it was cool. I think I'm gonna try to put it over there as like a catch-all dish, but if it doesn't look good, I'll remove it, whatever. And then the final item that I'm gonna put over there is the book that I'm currently reading, which I've talked about before, but it is The Will of the Many by James Islington. I'm about like a quarter of the way through the book now, and honestly, it's super, super good. It really reminds me of the Mistborn trilogy in terms of the world building and the pacing. I feel like as a reader, for me, I don't super love slice of life books while I'm reading them, and it makes it feel a lot slower. And this is kind of the opposite. I feel like books that have a very like plot focused and plot driven progression are like really good to read. Although I do find that with them, it's easy for me to like be super into it, super reading it, and then kind of just like put it down and forget about it, which I've done with this book like twice now. Versus the slice of life books, I feel like it's a slower read, but I kind of stay with the same level of engagement. Regardless, this is super good. I'm currently reading it, so I'm gonna put this over there as well. And then that's gonna round out that side of my desk. So I kind of have like my utility side and then like my stationary notes side. So we'll see how it looks. And then once I have everything down, I'm gonna kind of do like a final sweep to see like how it all turned out, and maybe I'll do like some finishing touches. I have both sides now finished, and there's just one finishing touch that I want to add to my desk, which is my Weasel plushie, which is super, super cute. It's from Japan, the Pokemon Center in Japan, and Weasel's my favorite Pokemon. I mean, he comes in and out of being my favorite. I feel like it alternates between Weasel and like a few others, but he's pretty much my favorite, like ride or die is Weasel. So I'm gonna add him to the desk as the centerpiece, and then that's it. Then the setup is done. I'm not sure if the vibe of the desk right now is exactly what I want it to be, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, especially like the silhouette. I feel like it looks so much better. It's much cleaner, and I really like the vibe of the lights. And I also really love my yellow pen holder. I think it's super cute. And overall, I definitely think it's more of like a studio, cozy space now, rather than just like a gaming area. But there's definitely a little bit more work to be done, especially with the art above. I feel like it would be so nice if I had another like print above me or like a print here, but that's for another day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Down below, there's gonna be a bunch of links for the stuff that I could find links for, and let me know if you have any suggestions for things that should go on my desk, or if you have any suggestions for stationery or things like that. I'm always like on the hunt for cool things for this area because I spend a lot of time here. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.